Welcome to the dynamic learning hub of XLR at Andheri East. A prime spot conveniently located at just a 5-minute walk from LIC Andheri Metro. In our journey of over a decade, we have proudly trained over 2 lakh students. We have also been recognized by Deloitte, Silicon India, and other accreditation bodies. Experience learning like never before in our spacious and comfortable classrooms. With high-definition projectors and state-of-the-art acoustics in place, we ensure effective learning even to the farthest point in the room. The hybrid mode is a game changer as you can enjoy the benefits of a live classroom from the comfort of your home. Even if you happen to miss any classroom session, you can still attend the same session with the same trainer at the same time at your convenience, maintaining consistency in your learning progress. Wanna get started? Join us for a demo or career chat over a cup of coffee at our Andheri branch. XLR. We don't just train, we build careers.
Yes, so the collaboration with XLR was an excellent one. We conducted a Power BI workshop with Advanced Excel over a span of 3 days. The workshop was almost 12 hours long in total. Mr. Karthik, who was an amazing trainer, helped the students understand the concepts deeply. I am sure that the students will be able to apply these concepts in their careers as well as their daily lives.
The trainer, Mr. Karthik, was an excellent person where he explained in very detailed manner on how to give great insights using very complex data sets.
So it was a machine learning workshop. We learned a lot from the course and it was a great experience attending the workshop.
The trainer was very helpful. He had a hands-on approach with his teaching and it was fabulous.
This was a great experience for me. So I would absolutely love it if XLR and its team would come again to our campus and conduct more events like this.
It was a great course and it started from basics and took me to a great extent.
The experience of the workshop was really nice. The feedback from all the students was positive. They understood the concept. The workshop was also practical based with some questions. The experience with XLR was very smooth. They helped us in conducting the workshop smoothly right from the booking of the vendor and deciding the course till the distribution of certificates. In overall, this workshop was a success during our Technical Fest Atmos, and I thank XLR for being a part of it.
Good evening, all. I hope you all doing well. Aditya sir, good evening. Is I'm audible?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible, ma'am.
Hi, sir. You can take over the class. You can start for the day.
Okay, ma'am. Hello, everyone. Good evening to all of you. Am I audible to all of you? Can I get a quick response in the chat
Yes, sir.
box?
You're audible. You're audible.
Okay. So, today we are going to learn about ethical hacking and how ethical hacking was actually done. In the yesterday's classes or the past three classes, four classes, we learned about basics of cybersecurity, what is cybersecurity, importance of cybersecurity. We understand about networks. We also installed Kali Linux in our operating system. In yesterday class, we know about protocols, what is VPN, what is proxy, and how data will transmit from server to a system. Which protocol is used for transferring data from a server to a computer or from computer to computer, or there are different things. Also, in the last of the today's class, yesterday class, I'll tell you that you need to download Metasploitable from Rapid 7. I think everyone should download it already. Does everyone downloaded Metasploitable? Can I get a quick response? The Metasploitable, yeah, this is right. The Metasploitable 7 download is from Rapid 7. Can I get a quick response? Does everyone download it? Okay, very good. See, why we are downloading Metasploitable? See, ethical hacking is like performing hacking on different devices. If you hack someone else's device, it should be illegal. So we create our own operating system, our own machine, and we try to hack that particular machine. We try to practice ethical hacking on that particular machine. That's why we need to install Metasploitable. And we need to install Metasploitable in our virtual box so we can perform ethical hacking on Metasploitable. So right now, I'm going to tell you how you can configure the Metasploitable in your virtual box and how we can start ethical hacking. So if you don't have anyone have any doubts, so should we start? Does anyone have any doubt from the previous classes? You should ask it at that time, or should we start to configure the Metasploitable? Can I get a quick response? Should we start to configure the Metasploitable? Yeah, you should download it Metasploitable in your original PC. Now we are going to configure in our VirtualBox. So you don't need to worry. We are going to see how it was done. Okay. Now we are going to start it. Right now I'm sharing my screen. Can you please repeat Metasploitable? See, just give me a second. I will show you, then I will explain what is actually Metasploitable. If you see it, you can understand it very clearly. I think my screen is visible to all of you. Okay. See, this is how you are going to configure Metasploitable. I think everyone downloaded Metasploitable. First of all, go to where you downloaded Metasploitable was there. So right now my Metasploitable was in my Linux file. So I'll just simply go here, go to my PC section, and where I downloaded the Metasploitable file. Here I downloaded the Metasploitable file, which is like this: Metasploitable Linux 2.000. Right now, this file is compressed. First of all, we need to unzip it. So for unzipping, you all know, just simply click right here and unzip here. Just extract all, and your Metasploitable will be extracting. You can specify whether you want to extract the file of this particular files. I'll just remain same. So I'll just now extract it. Everyone should extract the Metasploitable file so we can start using. Remaining here, the Metasploitable was unzipping. Right now I'm going to configure the virtual box. So everyone should open the virtual box. Just give me a second. I think it was extracting. I think the extraction was no, it was not completed. Just give me a second. If it was completed, then we are going to configure our virtual box Just completed. Okay. So right now our Metasploitable was configured. If you open your Metasploitable file, you see a box like this. This is a virtual machine drive. You can see this Metasploitable virtual machine drive. We need this virtual machine drive to run Metasploitable in Kali, like in our virtual box. So I'm right now closing all the tabs. I'm going to open the virtual box again. Just click on here, new. Simply name your operating system. Like in first time we'll name Kali Linux. Here we name Metasploitable. Metasploitable. And here in the ISO image, we are not going to choose anything. The folder will remain same. We are not going to do anything. In the type section, we need to change it. From Microsoft Windows, we change to Linux. And after that inversion, we need to specify other Linux 64-bit. After that, we just click on next. After, we need to specify the RAM for our Metasploiter. We just give a very little amount because it does not require too much, so we just give them 512 MB RAM. Yeah, that's next. And you give one CPU because it's a fully CUI based operating system, so you don't need to give too much RAM to your Metasploiter because we are just trying to hack Metasploiter. We are not going to perform anything on Metasploiter. We are not going to use Metasploiter too much, so just give a very small amount of RAM. 512 MB of RAM is sufficient for your Metasploiter, and just one CPU, nothing more. Just click here on next. After that, here the main thing will come. Here we choose this option. We don't choose the create virtual hard disk now. We just choose use an existing virtual hard disk file. Just click on this file. Now don't choose this Kali Linux virtual box. Just click on here add. After this, go to where you unzip your file. So I will unzip in the PC. In the local disk D, I'll just simply come to Linux. In Linux, you see this is file the Metasploiter Linux 2.2. If I open this, I'll find this virtual machine drive. Just simply click here and it will automatically selected here. Just open it and it will file here like. Now just choose it here. Just simply choose and it will automatically choose. Now just simply click on next. After that, your configuration of your virtual box was done. Just simply click on finish here and your Metasploitable was ready to use. I think everyone also done the configuration of Metasploitable. Does everyone done the configuration of Metasploitable? Can I get a quick response? Okay. You can download Metasploitable from Rapid7. I think I will already tell you in the yesterday class. Show it again. Okay, just give me a second. I will show you again how to download it. I'll show you again where you can download it and how you can configure it. First of all, you need to go to the search section, search Metasploitable Rapid7 download. When you here, just click on the first link www.rapid7metasploitable. Just give me a second. Just click on this download Metasploitable virtual machine. Just click on the first link. When click on the first link, you get a view like this: Metasploitable virtual machine to test Metasploit. Just simply click on here download now and it will automatically start downloading. I'll just give you the link so you can download it directly. I'm giving you the link in the chat box. You can simply download the Metasploitable from here. After downloading the Metasploitable, the second thing you need to do is to unzip the particular file. If you unzip the particular file, you will find a Metasploitable virtual drive, virtual disk image in the particular file. After that, you just simply open your VirtualBox. Just click on New option. After New, you need to give your name to the operating system. You give anything. For example, I'm just doing it again for you. First of all, I'm going to remove this file. Just simply remove it. No, I'm not, sorry, I'm not going to do. Just simply click here on new, name your file, whatever you know, want, just give the name meta exploitable, meta exploitable. After that, you don't need to change the folder, remain the folder same. Don't need to choose the ISO image because we are using a virtual drive. So at that time, we are not going to use any ISO image. In the type section, we need to specify type. If we don't specify the type, the Metasploitable will not run. So in type, you just simply go here and specify Linux because it is a Linux operating system. After that, in version, you need to specify version. Just simply go to last and specify other Linux 64-bit. After that, just simply click on next. Just give me a second. Okay, now just simply click on next. After clicking on next, you need to give some RAM and CPUs to your particular operating system because every operating system needs some type of RAMs and CPU to run. So at that time, Metasploitable does not require too much RAM to run. It just simply need a very less amount of RAM. So if you give 512 MB of RAM, it is sufficient for the Metasploitable to run very smoothly on it. So right now we are just giving him 512 MB of RAM, so it can run very proficiently. In processor, we just give a single one CPU. After that, just simply click on next. Here it will ask you an option that virtual hard disk. First is the create a virtual hard disk. Second, do not add a virtual hard disk. And third, use an existing virtual hard disk file. So right now we have a virtual hard disk file. So we'll choose the second option, use an existing virtual hard drive. Just simply click on here. After clicking on here, you just simply click on add option, and when you click on add option, go to the file where you unzip the meta exploitable file. When you download it, it was zipped. First of all, you need to unzip it, and you need to go where you unzip the file. For me, I will unzip it in my Linux folder. I'll just simply open my Linux folder in Metasploit Linux 2.0, and here you will find the file. You just simply click here, and it will open. After opening that, you just simply click on this option, and after it will just simply finish. You need to do that much only. So this is how you can configure your Metasploitable, and just click on next and it will simply finish all the things. After that, your Metasploitable operating system is ready to run, and we are ready to hack the Metasploitable operating system. I think right now everyone is understand how we can configure the Metasploitable. Does anyone have any doubt? Yeah, you have to do same thing in the VMware version. Yeah, you need to download the Metasploitable too. I'll give you the link. You just simply click on the link and you will download the particular file which is needed, which is Metasploitable too. Okay. Right now we are going to do some other configurations in our operating system in our particular Metasploitable. The last four steps. Venkat, you can just see it from the just previous the video because it was on also YouTube. But the last four steps are basically the first step is giving the RAM. So you just need to give 500 of 12 MB of RAM and one CPU to the particular operating system. After that, you need to choose the virtual hard drive. Just click on virtual hard drive. You will open a pop-up like icon where you can choose a metasploitable virtual hard drive. So you just simply go to where you can unzip the particular file. Just locate that particular file, open that, and you can find that much Metasploitable virtual hard drive. Just choose it and just simply finish it. You can do it on VMware. This is same. There is no any other thing. Share the file on the material. What type of file did I get? Yeah, you can use VMware. There is no any problem. You can use VMware also. Remember, if you are using VMware, there is no any problem. Just remember whatever you are using, how to unzip it. Just simply you can use any unzipping file like WinR, or you can just simply click on that set and unzip it. There is no need to do any type of other specification. Unzipping is very easy. Just simply click on the right side of that particular file and click on extract all and do nothing. And this is how your particular file is simply unzipped. Or you can use some type of softwares which was used for unzipping a file like WinZR and other files like unzipper and different other files. So now we are going to configure our Metasploitable first of all, because right now our metasploitable is not configured because the network was not like that which we want. Right now I'm connected to a Wi-Fi. Sir, brief me. Okay, just give me a sign. We will first. I want to explain you what is and how you configure. Amen to you. What type of measurement you give me? It is not pre-installed. No, Metasploitable is not pre-installed in Kali Linux. See, Kali Linux is a operating system and also Metasploitable is also a operating system. Both are operating systems. We try to hack Metasploitable operating system from our Kali Linux operating system. It is like hacking a different laptop from your laptop. It is in real world. It's similarly like you hack someone else's laptop from your own laptop. It is like that. So don't need to be worried. We are using a virtual drive, VirtualBox, and VirtualBox we have two operating system. Means we have two machines. First is our Kali Linux operating system. Second is our Metasploitable, and we try to hack Metasploitable from our Kali Linux operating system. So Metasploitable is not pre-installed in Kali Linux. Now I'm going to show you some configuration, network configuration. After that, we are going to start. First of all, in Kali Linux, come to settings. In settings, you need to come to here network sections, and here you can see a network. Here it was simply say enable network adapters. It was simply here that attached to net means not net. If your virtual box was connected to net, it simply give you a IP address of virtual box. It will just simply give the IP address which virtual box want to allow you. But we don't want virtual box Wi-Fi because we want to hack a particular system in a network. So what we do, we just simply go here and choose the bridge adapter. Remember, you choose to bridge adapter in Linux. Choose bridge adapter, just name it simple and just here okay. After that it was simply applied. You can check it again, just come to your settings again. In network you come here again and you can see here it was bridge and it was already applied. After that you need to do the same thing with Metasploitable. Remember, click on Metasploitable, then again come to settings. After coming on settings, just click on here networks. In networks, attached to net, just click on here net, choose again bridge adapter. After that, just simply click here OK. Now, why I am choosing bridge adapter? See, when I am choosing bridge adapter, now currently my laptop has three operating systems. Just open my notepad and I will show you how. See, when you install a virtual box and you install operating system in that particular virtual box, what actually happens? Just give me time. See, when you install a virtual box, what actually happens? For example, right now my main system is a Windows, and in Windows I have a VirtualBox software. What I have a VMware software. So in VMware software, just give me a second, guys. Just give me a second. There is some problem. Just give me a second. Hello everyone. I think the problem is solved. Subtype should be Oracle Linux. Yes, subtype should be Linux or other Linux, not Oracle Linux. Subtype should be other Linux. See here, when you click on here, right now see, I have Windows operating system. In Windows, I have installed an operating system named Virtual Machine. It will be Oracle Virtual Machine, it will be VirtualBox, it will be Hyperlink, it will be anything. So you don't need to worry. You have Virtual Machine. In Virtual Machine, we have two operating systems. First is first is our Kali Linux. Just give me a second. First is our Kali Linux, and second is our Windows. Sorry, Kali Linux, and second is our Meta exploitable. So right now, actually, we have three operating system in our particular system. First is the Windows operating system. Then in Windows, we have a software named Virtual Machine. which installed two more operating systems. The first is Kali Linux and second is Metasploit. So now what we do when we click on bridge adapter, the all three operating systems combine in a single network. Means right now all the three systems was connected to a single network. Means all three systems was connected to a single Wi-Fi. But if I don't choose the bridge adapter, what happened? The window was actually connected to the main network and the Kali Linux and Metasploit was connected through VM. It was not connected through the main router. So we need to choose the bridge adapter. So the Windows, the Linux, and Metasploit, the three operating systems are connected to each other is with a single network, with a single router. So right now, what that's why we do the bridge adapter. That's why we choose the bridge adapter to supply the internet to both the operating system, like the Kali Linux and the Metasploit. Right now, we are going to open the Linux operating system, share the file in the meeting. Okay, which file? So tab should be Kali Linux. Attached to bridge adapter. Yeah, just simply yeah. Okay. Just simply click on OK. Just simply apply it. Don't do anything. Just simply bridge adapter. Okay. Just simply apply it. Promiscuous mode allow. Promiscuous mode allow. You don't need to go to expert modes. Okay. You don't need to go to expert modes. Promiscuous mode allow. Just simply choose promiscuous mode allow. Sagar, just choose promiscuous mode allow. What I will get again. Army network. Yeah. To the bridge adapter for both operating system. For both of the operating system. I'll write it here. Bridge adapter. Bridge adapter. We need to choose bridge adapter for both operating systems, for Linux as well as for Metasploit. So right now we are going to see our both operating system has configured, and from now on we are going to see how we actually hack a single device or another device from our system to another system. Names are it is different. No, it is not different. It is simply virtual drive. Just see here in the settings. If you come on networks, you see the bridge adapter. Just simply the second option, bridge adapter. You can choose bridge adapter for both, for the first Metasploitable as well as for Linux. So right now, what I'm going to do, we are going to start our Linux operating system and see how we can simply install or hack a particular operating system from our Linux. So for hacking a particular Linux system, we have to follow three steps. Just give me a second. I will show you which three steps we need to follow to hack a particular device. See, for hacking any device, we need to follow three steps. For hacking any single device, just give me a second. For hacking any device, you need to follow three steps. What are these three steps? The first step is the information gathering step. Information gathering. Gathering. Information gathering step. The first step of ethical hacking or hacking is information gathering. Means how you can gather information about a particular thing. Just understand by this, if a thief want to steal something from someone, first of all he want to get all the basic information about that particular person. For example, if a thief want to steal something from a jeweler's, first of all he need to know that where is the jewelry shop, when the jeweler come to the shop, at what time that the shop was closed, how many cameras was there, if there was a guard at night, if the walls are very thick or very soft. He need to know every basic information about the jewelry shop, which he gather openly, means without doing anything illegal. For example, if he want to know at what time the shop will open and what time the shop will close, he simply go to that particular shop and he see what is the timing of opening and closing the shop. If you want to know how many guards was protecting the shop, you just simply go and see how many particular guards was protecting the particular shop. So this is the basic information which he gathered openly. So first of all, we need to perform information gathering for hacking any device. After the completion of information gathering, remember, in ethical hacking, information gathering is always the 50% of work done. If you do information gathering properly, you done the 50% of ethical hacking completely. You've already done the 50% of ethical hacking completely. So we remember not to think that information gathering is boring. You need to perform information gathering very carefully. We have different tools for performing information gathering. We have different things. So if you want to perform information gathering, you always remain silent. Also, sometimes information gathering takes more time than others. If you perform information gathering very confidently, very clearly, and you find all the open source information of that particular target, the next steps will be going very easy for you. But if you don't perform information gathering very clearly, or you directly jump to the second step, because many new beginner hackers, or we say the beginner hackers, or we say the script kiddies, don't usually go on information gathering. They just jump on the second step, which is vulnerability assessment, or you can say finding errors in particular software. So you need to perform information gathering very carefully. If you don't do this, it will be cause problematic. After information gathering, the second thing is vulnerability assessment. Vulnerability, just give me a second. So the second thing is vulnerability assessment. Basically, when you are performing vulnerability assessment, you need to be very carefully because vulnerability assessment is like finding errors or you can say problems in a particular operating system. So when you are performing vulnerability, just give me a second. So when you are performing vulnerability assessment, you need to be very carefully because in this step the actual thing was happening. Suppose it was like your 40% of work done here. So in vulnerability, what actually happens? See, when you are performing vulnerability scan, suppose that we choose a jewelry shop scenario again. Suppose the thief know that there are five dogs. In first step, information gets through. He know there are five guards. He knows the shop will open at 10 p.m. and close at 10 also. He knew the wall were very strong. He gathered this type of information. Now he needs some other information. So what is vulnerability actually? See, vulnerability means like finding other things. For example, finding the blueprint of the shop, blueprint of the shop, finding the blueprint of the shop, finding how many loopholes in that particular shop, finding is there any tunnel which can go directly inside the building from outside, or is there was any wall which was compared to more less strong than other parts of the wall, or there was a you can say a window which has no ceiling or other things. You can find these things. So vulnerability finding is very critical. Sometimes it will take more time than others because when you are finding vulnerability, sometimes whatever command we are using, all commands are going to fail. So we need to perform vulnerability again and again, and this will take much time than information gathering. Suppose information gathering take 1 day, so then vulnerability should take more than 2 to 3 days, or it may be sometimes just take 10 minutes. It does not matter that it will take 2 days, it will be done in 2 minutes, or sometimes it will take 2 hours, or sometimes it will take 2 days. So basically, ethical hacking is not like done in 10 minutes or 20 minutes. Sometimes it will take a proper planning, a proper steps, a proper team, then we perform ethical hacking. So you can say a particular cheap thing was hacked. If it has a very high security, it will take around 10 to 15 days. And if it has less security, you can hack anything in less than 15 minutes. And you need to practice your skills day by day. If I tell you, if I show you 15 bugs in that today's session, or in this all session I show you 15 to 20 bugs and 15 to 20 way to hack a particular operating system, you go and find more ways. You go and find other ways. You find 50 more ways, 50 or 60 more ways, and practice it every day. Ethical hacking is basically practicing. So vulnerability assessment is like finding blueprint of the shop, finding there's a loophole, or the is there a window which is weak, or there is a window which don't have actually you say a walls, or a window which don't have any rods. So can directly enter. After vulnerability, the third step is basically exploitation. In simple terms, you can say when the thief know that there was a vulnerability, he just simply entered. So it was like just 10% work. And this is how actually ethical hacking done. So if I talk about this scenario in a web attack or in a system attack, so information gathering means getting the information of the system like what is my system, which operating system is I am currently using, what is my IP address, is my IP address is still active, IP address is still active means that I am still connected to internet or not. Which version of operating system I am currently using. If I am using Windows 11, is there which version of Windows 11 I am using? Because maybe there are some version of Windows 11 which is unreliable or unsecure. After invulnerability analysis, I need to find Windows 11 has which type of services using. In yesterday class, remember we are talking about protocols. So if you turn on your computer, right now I'm using browser. So obviously my laptop was using a UDP protocol at that time. Also my laptop was using a TCP protocol. Also it was using FTP protocol. So right now it was using different protocol. Right now I'm also using a web-based application for Zoom. So it was also using FTP protocol. So see, right now my laptop has using different type of internet protocols. These internet protocols has the vulnerabilities. This internet protocol version has vulnerability. So we need to find those vulnerabilities. And it will take too much time because firewall was blocking us, antiviruses was blocking us, but we will perform continuously to find the vulnerability. After finding the vulnerability, what we will simply do, we simply use the vulnerability to exploit the particular system. We just simply exploit the particular type. And this is how your ethical hacking done. I think everyone has cleared about how ethical hacking does. Does anyone have any doubt? Please ask it, or should we go to Linux operating system and see how it was done? Sir, we need to download. Yeah, you need to download Kali Linux because we are performing ethical hacking through Kali Linux. We need to download it. It's the most important thing. Does anyone have any doubt? I think no one has any doubt about how ethical hacking was done. How actually we hack something. Sir, what is GPS jamming? See, GPS jamming and spoofing is like getting information. See, jamming is basically corrupting the network so you are not able to access internet. And spoofing is like getting someone else's information or stalking someone else's information without their permission. You can download Kali Linux from kali.org. Should we move forward and see how ethical hacking actually done? For Linux also we need to change the. So what do you mean by blueprint? See, blueprint is basically what I'm saying. In I will tell as a scenario as stealing something from a jewelry shop. So if a jewelry shop has a wall, has a full shop, if you have the blueprint, you know where the wall is weak, where the wall is strong, is there tunnel anywhere going. So you get all the information about the jewelry shop. You know the infrastructure, and that time you are able to find vulnerability. Same in computers, when you find vulnerability, you know how many protocols was running, which services was computer running. It is like blueprint of the computer. So we can use Google Docking for information. Yeah, you can use Google Docking, you can use anything. See, information gathering is basically open source, so you can use any type of code. It doesn't mean you can use. Yeah, blueprint means it a prototype of that particular shop, not in laptop. In system, blueprint means getting the all information of a particular system, what type of services it was using. So you are getting all the information. Those information which are not able to see by your naked eyes. You are not able to see by the naked eyes. So do we need to learn programming language? See, it was based on you. If you want to learn, you just simply learn. If you don't learn. So if it okay if use some other Linux distribution like Pop or Fedora. See, if you're using Pop or Fedora, there's a problem. The problem is that you don't have all the tools which we require to perform ethical hacking. This is what actually happening. So it is basically suggested that you need to download the Kali Linux. Right now, I think everyone has the doubts has been cleared, and we are jumping for ethical hacking. So right now, I'm just jumping how we can hack something. So first of all, I'm going to open my Linux operating system. Just here click on start and our Linux operating system will start automatically. Just simply it's all starting. Just give me a second. Just wait a second, it was starting. I think my screen is visible to all of you. Is my screen visible to all of you? Can I get a quick response? You don't need to do live boot because if you do live boot, we are not able to perform ethical hacking. So we need to first log in on here. Just simply type Kali and then Kali. And just simply log in here. Just give me a second. I'll be right back in just 2 minutes. Just give me a second. I'll be right back here in 2 minutes. Am I audible? Am I audible to all of you?
You're audible, sir.
Okay, okay. So right now we are going to start it again. So right now here I am on my Linux operating system, and we are going to perform simply. Just give me a second. I'll just make it smaller. Or just let me make it. So right now we are going to perform ethical hacking from this onward. So as you remember what I say, first of all we need to perform information gathering. So how we perform information gathering? See, information gathering is like gather all the basic information of a particular target. So right now in Linux we have some tools for information gathering. So just open your Linux operating system. I'm just zooming here and you are now able to see my screen. So the first tool which we basically use for information gathering is what web who is ns lookup. These are the basic tools which we use for gather information of a particular target. So if we want to gather information about any target, we use this type of information. How do these tools actually work? See, NSLOOKUP is a tool which was used for identifying IP address of a particular any you can say any website. So NSLOOKUP is basically used for identifying or finding IP address of any website. Just use it and then you see it. If you want to understand more about NSLOOKUP, just simply type NSLOOKUP and just simply type here help. If you enter here, sorry, just I think I mentioned it wrong. NS lookup, and just simply type whichever website you want to know the IP address. Right now, I want to know the IP address of XLR. So I just come to my Chrome browser and search for XLR. So if I search here for XLR, I just simply come here and search XLR and just click on here, XLR. If I just simply click here, see, I'll get an XLR e-learning platform. If I click here, I'll get the URL of this particular website, which is onlinexlr.com. I just simply copy the domain name and see just copy. And I just simply come here on my Linux operating system and just simply here paste it. I think it was not pasting. Just give me a second. I'll check it again and type it. onlinelearningxlr.com. So here we need to type online learning. Just me check the spelling was right or not. .xlr.com. online.xlr.com. So if I click here, see, I will get the IP address of that particular domain name. Means the address is 76.76.221. So what happened? It is. So what is this address actually? What is this? This is some look like an IP address. So what is we are seeing right now? So this is the IP address which was binded, or you can say is attached with the domain name onlinelearning.xlr.com. So if I just simply go type this IP address on Chrome browser, see what I will get. It is 76.76.21.21. If you tap this particular thing on a particular website or browser, you will just open the online XLR. So you can see we use NS lookup tool to find the IP address of any website. For example, if I want to find the IP address of Instagram.com, I'll just simply click here NS lookup Instagram.com and just simply click here. And you can find the IP address of Instagram. You want to find the IP address of suppose that Yahoo. For example, Reddit. Just simply click reddit.com, and when you enter, you will get this type of information. See, there are many Reddit areas, so we get different IP address. So basically, NS lookup is used for finding IP address of any website which was available on internet. Also, there's one another way you can find it through your Windows. Just simply come to your Windows or any browser. Just go on Google and search here find IP by domain. Find IP by domain. Just simply click here find IP by domain and you will get different things. Website to IP lookup. You can see the nslookup.io official website. Just simply click here and right now what you need to do here, just simply put the domain name here. For example, still I want to find the IP address of XLR. I'll just simply type here XLR. I'll just simply click here. I'll give this first link. I'll just simply click here and see I will get this domain name. Right now I just need to copy the domain name which I'm copying, and if I come here, which is nslookup.io, which is the same tool which we use in the Linux is the same tool which we are using on a browser. It was a tool which was available for the browsers, and the tool which we're using in Linux was the same tool which was available in the terminal. So if you paste here and find the IP, just see here we are get the IP address, and we know that it was hosted by Amazon.com. See, now you're thinking how it was hosted by Amazon.com. See, Amazon Web Services, maybe XLR was using Amazon Web Services as a hosting thing. See here, we get different type of information. First information, we know that the XLR website was hosted by Amazon. So we know that a particular thing which a particular platform was hosted by the this website. And that's how we know that particular website is secure or not, because Amazon provide high security to the website which website he is hosting. Also we know that it is the IPv4 address and we get this type of IP address. If you copy this IP address and you just simply go here, and if you just simply put this IP address in this section, and if you just simply click here, see, we are just, I think it is not opening right now. It was right now not opening this versatile.com. So this is how you are going to find the IP address of any particular website. So this is simply, for example, if you want to find any other website, for example, like google.com, simply google.com here, and if I click here, find IP address. See, we get different IP addresses for google.com. Location different. We get 172 different IP addresses. This is IPv6 addresses, and this is IPv4 addresses. So we get different IP addresses for different devices because Google has different domains, so we get different IP addresses. Also, if you want to find Instagram IP addresses, just enter the domain name instagram.com and you find the particular information. You can see it was hosted by the Facebook. You get the IPv4 and IPv6 address, and you get the location, which is the headquarter of Meta, which is basically Singapore here. So we can see it was a new headquarter because Singapore is the new headquarter of Meta. You can search it. The new office was built up in Meta, Singapore. So we get this type of information using the NS lookup tool. I'm just sharing you this thing so you can try it by yourself. Just Control plus C. I'm just giving you the same screen. So NS lookup, what if you type someone's google.email.id? So if you type email, then you don't get any type of information because email is not a domain name. This is the website where you can find you can use the website or you can use simply Linux server. Yeah, you can get the right information. So I'm not able to get IPv6. See, NSLOOKUP basically does not give IPv6. It just simply give the IPv4 address. And if you want to find the IPv4, just simply use different website. Like there is a website which is simply use IP converter, change IPv. You can simply search change IPv4 to IPv6, and you can get a website name. I'm just simply showing. By using this website, you just simply convert IPv4 to IPv6, whatever the IP address is. Just simply put the IP address here. For example, 5.5.5.5. I just simply put an IP address, and if you want to convert, just simply convert IPv4 to IPv6, and it will just simply convert the IPv version, and you will get the IP address. See, IPv4 and IPv6 are both same thing. Like you see in your house, a person has two names, but it was identified as the same person. Both are same. So IPv4 and IPv6 are same thing, but for a same person. So it is not going to be worry more about that. Is Python good for? Yeah, Python is good for. Share. Oh, just sorry, I'm not sharing to everyone. Just again, I'm share to just everyone. Okay, here you can try it from yourself and see if you are able to find different things or not. nslookupready.com. See, I think Arvind, you are not set to Bridge adapter. That's why this was happening. Set first Bridge adapter, then try to perform NSLOOKUP. You need to first set up Bridge adapter. After that, we are going to see our second tool, which is who is and what web. So I'm just again logging. So now on the second thing, we are going to perform who is and what web. So basically, what is a what web? What web is what? So simply if you type what web, and if you type I think help, and if I click here, we get the full information about what web and what type of information we are getting through this. See, what web is what? Here we can get a small description. What web? Next generation web scanner. It is basically a web scanner which gives you the basic information about any website. Developed by Andrew Horton, which given him the creator of that particular tool. Homepage you can find about him on this https://modernsecurities.com. Research what web. So what web is a basically tool created for scanning websites to gather basic information websites or for website like in which language the website was created or what type of services the website was using, this type of information. So this is basically what web. And what are there these things? See, the first thing you see the input file name. is basically the name of the particular website. For example, here you can say enter URL, host name, IP address, file name, or IP range in CDI. For example, if you want to find 10, say, for example, you know that's from a range of IP. For example, from 10.10.10.5. Just let me give you clear view. For example, you want to find all the websites which was come under 10.10.10.10.2, 10.10.10.25. It means we are scanning 25 websites which come between this. So it is basically giving a range that you want to scan from this IP address to this IP address. So it will scan all the IP address between this range. After that, you see we have some other options like input file name. Read target from a file. If you want to give a file, for example, if I want to give a file like in which there are 20 websites and want to get the information of all websites. So I'll just simply give the slash input and file name, and it will scan all the files name of the particular target, and it will scan all the things. See, we get target modification, add a prefix to target URLs or add a suffix. So there are different things we use. We also use the sign like aggressive levels. There are multiple levels of a scan. Maybe there's the first level is the easy level, then there are aggressive level, there are heavy levels. By default, we are using aggressive level, or sometimes we are using stealthy level. If you choose aggressive level, the work web give you the best information, but also it will lead to cause you traceable. If you are using aggressive, it will be make a call that you are traceable by the attackers, by the cyber security. As an ethical hacker, the first priority is that you are not going to trace. So basically, we are using the aggressive, stealthy or heavy. We are not going to use the aggressive. So just by here, I'm just now right now showing you a simple example. So if I want to search for a website, I want to know the information. I'll just simply type what web, and I will type a website name, for example, xlr.com. See, these steps are completely legal. First of all, I'm telling you again, these steps are completely legal because these are those information which can you simply find on internet. So these steps are not illegal. You can perform on any website. But after the second step, we are not going to perform anywhere. So we need different tools for that particular things. So we use what web. Just give me a time. I think I'll just make it wrong. What web. Now just XLR. You just name the tool first, xlr.com. Right now, you just think why we type the name. So when you are using a terminal, first of all, you need to specify the terminal, what type of tool you are using. Right now, I'm specifying the terminal that I want to use a tool, what web. So it know that I'm using a what web, and it know what type of thing what web is doing. See here, I will get a simple thing, what web example.com. This is how an actually scan done on what web. So it know that example.com means the domain or URL name, and what web is the tool. And if I enter terminal, know that I'm using what web, the functionality of what web, the tools of what web, and it will give us the functionality. So if I simply click here, enter, see, this scan may take some time, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, according to our internet speed. If our internet speed is very good, it will take less time. If our internet speed is very low, it will take long time. See, here we get some type of information like http://xlr.com 200 okay means the website is on country United States. HTML, we get an IP, we get some type of script. So here we get some type of basic screen as examples like it was created in using the HTML5 layout, means this particular website was created in the HTML5, or so you can say was created using the hypertext markup language version 5. But this information was very low because maybe XLR.com was secured by multiple devices, so it does not allow us to get more information. At that time, what we do? See, sometimes there are multiple tools which fail to give us the accurate result what we want. As I say earlier in the classes, when you want to go from your school to your college, there are 50 ways. But you need to choose which way you want to go. You need to choose the best way. For example, if you go from worst way, you see a road blockage. You come again, you go to the second way, you see some other problem, come to your home again. You choose all the 50 ways. There is always one way which leads us to your college. So there are different tools which we use for finding open source information. If one tool is failed, we try the other tool. We are not going to postpone or stop our attack. We try different tools to find vulnerability because finding vulnerability is like securing the particular network or a system. This is how you are going to do. You know, not are going to stop at a particular step. I think everyone is clear about what web. Does anyone have any doubt about it? What is the script here? See, we are not using any type of script here. The script is we are not using a script here. We are just using a simple tool. We are not using any type of script here. Does anyone have any types of doubt from what web? Please write in the chat box. Difference between IPv4 and IPv6. See, IPv4 is a basically a 32-bit address, where IPv6 is a 128-bit address. This is the basic difference between them. There is no difference. IPv6 was created because it seems that IPv4 has the combination of 2 to the power 32 IP addresses. 2 to the power 32 device was connected to IPv4. So in future, it was seen that it may be a less because the devices was creating day by day so many. So we think that IPv4 is not able to get IP address to all the devices. That's why we created IPv6 address. The rest of the tools and function of the what web. See, they are different. Rest of they see they are function, not tools. They're different functions. Like you can set the aggressive level or different things. But we basically use the simplest. Simply just type what web and just the information of the particular website. We don't need to go very depth on what web because it does not give us many information. If it does not give in the who is also a web scanner which is used for finding basic information about websites and other system devices. Also, it will give you the information about a system or a server and any other internet devices which was connected to internet. So if you simply type who is and then type help, you will get the full help menu of who is, how who is actually done. So we can see here who is defined, how we can form. We can specify host if you want to connect to a server host, connect to a port if you want to connect to a port, query who is lang and follow its referral, hide legal disclaimeries, verbose explain what is being done. If you choose verbose, it just simply tell you what is done. No recursion, disable recursion from register and registry servers. It doesn't give you recursion. Help just simply give you the help. Version give you the information about version and information. So there are different types of functions which we use for getting information. So right now I'm using again who is. So for using who is, just simply type who is and then whichever website or IP address you want to scan. For example, right now I again want to scan XLR. Just simply type xlr.com and if I press here enter, see what type of information at that time we are getting. So see, it will take some time, less than 1 minute or 2 minutes. It depends on how the network is going. If the network is very good, it will give you the result in very short time. Also, it depends on the security of the particular website. If the security of the particular website is very high, it will take too much time. But if the security of the particular website is low, we are not going to information. We are getting the information in very less time. See now, I think we are going to get some extra information like who is xlr.com. See, we get the domain name which is xlr.com. We get the registry domain ID which is here, which is this. We also get registered who is server. We just get this type of information. So this is basically the registered information of. We get an updated date, expiry date. We say it was expired on 2027-05-14. We know that this domain was going to expire. We know that this domain was purchased by GoDaddy.com. So we get some this time some basic more information like XLR was the domain name was purchased by GoDaddy.com. It was going to expire on 27-05-14, and we get some other information. We can say this type information which was just by GoDaddy. Here we don't get some type of client delete prohibited HTTP. So here we are not getting some type of information domain status because the client or the xlr.com does not want this type of information to get public. So it just simply block the request to get us. But suppose if a hacker know that when or at what date your particular registry domain name was going to expire. See, sometime what happened when you purchase a domain, you need to register or you need to renew the domain name every year. For example, if I purchase a domain for 5 years, the domain name was my for 5 years. But after the completion of 5 years, the domain name was again open to by someone. If I don't buy at that particular time, and if someone was buy, it will cause me a problem. Suppose I created a very big business for a domain name like Amazon.com, and I forget to revenue on the particular date, and someone buy. At that time, it will be cause me a problem. I will give him so much money to just give me the domain name. I do not do anything because it was available on public and he just simply buy it. So this will give us some type of information. We get the creation date that it was created on 2013. So we get this type of basic information. So now we are going to see, we just he see here you can see we get different type of other information which is just like that. So these are the basic information you can get from the XLR domain. And this is how we see how much information we get using the Whois tool. Where the first tool, which is a what web, which does not give us the much more result where Whois. So who is able to give us very important results. Like Whois give us the information about, just give me open my notepad. Like Whois give us the information like uh, when the domain was purchased, when the domain was purchased, when it was going to expire. Sorry, I think this is, no, no, it just sorry. It just gives the when the domain was purchased, when it was expiring, and we get different other informations. We are stopping at some information. We get some type of information like the XLR was created using the HTML5. It was getting a domain name on 2013 and it was expiring on 2016. We get this type of information. Now we want more information like particular for a website hacking, we need to know what type of technology particular website was using. For example, their website which uses Java Spring Boot, their website uses Merge stack development, their website uses PHP Laravel. There are different technologies which a particular website was using. For example, if a website using Python Django, if we know that in which language or in which technology the particular website was hosted, it does give us much more information and how are we able to hack it. So right now we don't have that type of tool which gives us that information, but we need to find those tools. So where we can find it? I think first of all I want to clear that everyone is clear about what web and who is, so we can see other tools. Sir, we search about xlr.com with who is command, but why we are getting about registry detail? See, because who is just giving you the who is means it's the naming is symbol. Who is means what is the person, who is that particular person. So he's giving you the all the information about that particular thing. What web giving you the information about the website, where who is giving you the information about who is the target. It is also an open source information, which is important for you when you are performing hacking. So who is also giving you basic informations about who is the target, where what web is giving you the information about what is the website. I think everyone has clear about who is and what web. So we can purchase domain name before completion. No, you can if I was purchased this domain, you can't purchase until the domain name expire until the date was expired. For example, if I purchase a domain name for 1 year, it I'm not you are not able to purchase the same domain name at between the same year. Uh, See, if you're using whatwebgoogle.com, you will see you get some type different type of results. Like you can get what type of technology you can get here, some different things, which server which was using. So see in google.com you get different results. See when you are using different website you get different results. Try with different websites. Try with multiple websites which you see on internet because this is legal. This is the open source information which is available. Try with your college website and different other websites so we can get more information. Means who is give the info of the server of the website and what is the history. Registered abuse contact. So we have to renew. See, basically, what web and who is a tool which give you the open source information about a particular thing. Where what web gives you the information about a web page functionality, like what is the web page, in which technology the web page was using, in which service the web page was hosted. This type of information was given by the what web, where who is give you the information about who is the website, means who hosted the website, when the website was hosted, when the expiry date was created, and the context we are getting is like the context who is the hosting the website, what is the context of that particular person. Suppose if GoDaddy was not the server, there are multiple websites which was used by hosted by their particular own person servers. Like Amazon website was hosted by their own server. It does not use GoDaddy. There are different websites, for example, there are different colleges website which uses their own server. So at that time, if you perform this tool, you will get information about that particular server. And that information is very useful when we perform hacking or when we try to secure that particular thing. Share the previous link. You can just simply search website to IP lookup. So now we are going to see how we find other tools. So see, there are different tools. Sometimes we don't get a specific result. So what we do at that time? Just simply come to here, Firefox, and open the Firefox. And in Firefox, just search. Right now we want OSINT tools or open source information gathering tools for web page. Just type information gathering tool, information gathering tool for websites. For websites. And if I press here, see, I need to put something here again, like here I need to put GitHub. See, we are getting here a topic like information gathering GitHub. So if I clear here, see what will we get? On GitHub, you get multiple tools which was used for information gathering. See, see a tool named Sherlock, hunt down social media account by username across 400 social networks. So Sherlock basically give you the information about a particular person that it is available on a social media or not. For example, if you just use the Sherlock tool, and if you want to see that a particular person was social media or not, you just simply type their name or there's some specific information, and you know that the particular person is on particular network or not. For example, if I want to know that my friends who is living beside me was on Instagram or not. So I just simply it will give information and what is his name. So first of all, we need to give name. In which city do you live? So it will just check for that particular city. For example, it will see that in cities, it will check Instagram. It will check for Lucknow. For example, I will check Lucknow. So many people post that their photos or videos mention the location. So it will see that in Lucknow that this name of account was available or not. If it was available, it will give me the all accounts. So Sherlock is basically using finding social media names of information a particular person, but it does not go very well because there are millions of people with same name. So we don't able to find a particular person. After that, we get a Spiderfoot. A Spiderfoot is also used for finding information tools for like getting information about a web page or a website or a particular IP addresses. After that, we get a tool like the Harvester, which gives you the basic information about a simple website or a simple computer system. It will give you the all information about a computer, that which operating system was the computer using, which is the version, what type of function right now it was using, how many apps was there in the computer per particular install. Now we have got Photon, Focity, and there are different tools. We see OceanGram. OceanGram is one of the most popular tools for getting open source information about Instagram accounts. You get maximum accounts about the maximum information about Instagram using these tools, which is OceanGram. Also, you can say All Might. It is the best tool which we use. It is one of the best tools which we use for open source information gathering. So if you use All Might, you can get every single possible information about a particular website or a particular target using a single tool. You will get information about social medias, you will get information about a particular emails, you can also get information about networks, you can also get information about websites, you can also get information about servers. So there is everything alone come in this All Might file. You use different type of tools. Now the question is how we use these tools. For example, I want to use one for all. So just simply click on the tool name. Here you can see this type of program you are going to see. So first of all, what we need to do, here we can see how this tool was working. See, right now I think it was in Chinese. So I think I need to change the language. I think there is an option. I don't know where it is. It was English, but I think it was written in. I don't know right now. I think you just simply choose this. Just simply choose this here. Just simply choose this here code. Just simply copy this code first of all, or you can download the zip file. But we are just simply copying the code. If you want to use Intune, just simply copy the tool code. Just simply click here on the code. Just simply copy the tool. Copy. the link, then again come to your Linux. After, just simply type here git clone, and after paste the link. And what it will simply does, it will simply install that particular file for you. Now it will just simply cloning all the file for open for I, means open for all. So now we are downloading this particular file, which is I think very much big. So right now I'm not downloading this file, I'm just canceling it because it will take too much time. I think it will be like 1 and 2 GB time, of file, and it will take too much time. Just simply clone the tools, and just like who is and what way, just simply you can use that particular tool. There is no any difficulty. Also, if you don't able to use the tool, you just simply go here. I'm just opening another file. I think you are open to see like this. See in Sherlock. If I, for example, if you want to Sherlock, just give me a second. See here, you get the method how to install and how to run that particular thing. You get all the things how you use can this thing. See package for PaletOS and Ubuntu for they. See that's why I'm telling you don't need to install PaletOS or Ubuntu, because sometimes PaletOS and Ubuntu does not allow us to use this thing because they are advanced version, and some tools are very old and which will be not able to run on that particular operating system. So we can use this type of these commands to run that particular thing. To search for only one user, see Sherlock user 123. For searching more users, you will simply type Sherlock user 123. So what you need to do, first you need to download the tool. After downloading, you can just simply type the name Sherlock and then whatever you are using. For example, if you are using open for all, you just simply type open for all, then target name or target specification. So right now, I think everyone is able to understand how you can download tools from GitHub and use it. Does anyone have any doubts? Yeah, you can get if you have the username, you can get the details like you can get data how many followers they have, how many. See, sometimes what happened, we need to get information about many things. Sometimes there was criminals, so we need to get information about these criminals. They have different things, so we need to get information very fast. That's why we using this social media information gathering tool. Does anyone have any doubt, or we can go to next topic? Try and show one example. Okay, just let me show you one example. I will just downloaded Sherlock for you. Just give me time. Now I am going to show you how you can use this tool. For example, right now I'm going to use the Sherlock tool. First of all, you need to go to here, copy this, just simply copy, come to your Linux and just simply type here git clone, and after just paste the code. Control plus V. No, it was not working. Just paste the clipboard and just put here, and it was cloning the Sherlock. Right now the Sherlock was cloning and it was very low MB. It was I think a 10 to 11 MB file. So you just simply download it. Once it was downloading, just wait for the completion of download, and after that we are going to see how we use. Suppose if you download a tool and you don't know how to use a tool, there is many chance that you don't know how to use a particular tool. Just simply go to the particular tool information, and when you slide down, here you get about information about the tool, what it was giving you. So if I go here, it will say the installation, how you can install it. So first you need to pick install Sherlock project. You can use this command to directly install Docker and this DNF install Sherlock project. You need to run these type of methods to use it here. Or you simply just go to here and simply first of all you need to navigate that particular file. So I will now navigate to the Sherlock tool. So first of all ls, see where the Sherlock is here. So first of all I need to navigate to Sherlock. cd Sherlock lock, and if I simply click here then ls, and I will see this is the Sherlock project. And right now I need to start this project, because if I don't start this project it will not run. As you see here, it will say that you need to run this project or you need to install this project. So first of all I need to install this project, so I will just simply copy this line, this command, control plus C. You will get all the commands to run a particular tool, or you need to get all the commands how to you completely install tools, because there are different tools and different methodology, but in the description you know about how you install a tool. If you don't know how to install, if you find any errors, you simply type here, see here, and you can follow these steps to use it. So right now it says we need to first use this pip methods. So I just simply type here control, then just paste it. Just give me a second, I think download. Install Wi-Fi and press enter. See, right now I don't have pics. So do you want to install pics? So yeah, I want to install pics. So just click here. Now it was asking for my password, because whenever you are downloading something through terminal, you need to give your password. So right now I need to give my password, Kali. Unable to look each pic. Just time again. I think right now I'm not able to. I think first of all I need to update my Linux because it was very old. So if you want to run this, first of all you need to run this two commands. After that will sudo apt apd update. You need to run this command first, so your Linux was updated completely. After that you need to perform these things, because my Linux was very old right now. So right now it was not, I am not able to completely install this fix. So if you update your Linux, it will completely downloading. And if you are using the ISO image, you are not getting this type of problem, because in ISO image pipx was already installed. See, that's why I'm telling you that you need to install the ISO image in your particular operating system. If you download the ISO image, all the tools was completely or pre-installed by it. But in VirtualBox drive, there are different tools which was not pre-installed. So we need to install every time. So right now, if you just click here, it was just starting, and it will take around, I think, 10 to 15 minutes to completely install. So right now, I'm just pausing this, and I'm sharing you this link again, so where you can find these tools. I think you just need to go here from first. You need to go from here, and you can go here and see every tools. And I want you to try more than 5 to 6 tools by your own, so you can find how this works. Just paste it here. Provide the class link. I don't understand about class link shake. What do you mean by class link? Can you please tell it? Yeah, control plus shift to V plus yeah. Yeah, you can't sometimes, because I don't specified my virtual machine to directly copy it. That's why my control plus shift was not working there. I need to specify, because I was reinstalled my whole operating system, whole virtual machine start. So I need to configure it all. Is git needed to add it before the clone can't? No, git clone was already in your Linux terminal, so you don't need to be added. Did not your message? Just give me, I think I just give to Tejas, just everyone in meeting. I think that now you are able to see. Actually, you can see the steps by just going forward to the video, because we are going to cover a lot. Can you tell me which steps you are talking about? Git clone is basically used for cloning the files from GitHub to your terminal. Git clone is basically a command which is used for cloning or downloading the files from GitHub directly to your terminal without downloading the actual file from browser. Just simply type git clone on your laptop, on your terminal, and just enter the file link. It will just simply download it on your terminal. You send ns lookup link. Oh, you can go just simply type here on, just give me a second, you can so here just type information gathering tool, information gathering tools, GitHub. So this is the first topic here. You will get all the information about this. Let me send you again. See, ns lookup is basically for getting IP address of a website. Yeah. So we can try this information on Nmap. Yeah, we can use this information on Nmap. We are basically using this information on Nmap. See, Nmap is basically an open source information gathering tool and also a vulnerability scanning. Sir, can we get IP address using phone number? I don't think so. You get IP address using phone number. You need to get IP address through different links. You send a spoofing link or sneaking link. Through that, you can get IP address. You don't get IP address through phone number because see, when you are talking to a phone, you are just using transferring communication between through satellite communication or wireless communication. But when you are connected to internet, you are transferring data. But when you are connecting to phone, you are sending analog data using the satellite communication. So calling and IP are two different things. When you are calling, your data is off, there is no any problem. But if you want to access internet, you need to be your data on. So calling and IP address are both different things. You can't find IP address by phone numbers. Next tool, please. Okay. So right now we are going to see what happened with if we perform these scans on our metasploitable. So right now we are going to see how actually hackers hack. So first of all, I need to open this file. Just give me a second. Right now I think this is my metasploitable. See, whenever you are install your metasploitable, it will look like this. It will get like this print. You will get a metasploitable frame warning, never expose the VM to untrusted network. Here you can get the login and password, login with msf admin and msf admin to get started. So first of all we need to log in, so simply type msf admin and then just simply type again msf admin as password and enter. Now my metasploitable, I think my password is wrong, msf admin, just I don't know, I think it was msfadmin. Now I am logging to my metasploitable. So right now I want to see the IP address of my metasploitable so I can perform the open source information gathering tools attacks on this particular operating system. So for getting my IP address, I just will type ifconfig and I will get the IP address of my metasploitable. Right now it was showing like the IP address is 192.168.201.100. So the IP address of my metasploitable is this. You can get your IP address of your metasploitable in like this. You can see here. Right now I want to perform the boot tool on this and see what type of result I will get. So if I perform these tools on here, see what type of result we get. So if I perform who is on here, so if I perform who who is on my this target, so if I perform who is on my metasploitable, see what type of result I will get. So first of all I need to see the IP address, which is 192.168.201. 192 dot, just give me that, 192 192.16, I'm sorry, 192.168.200. Let's see the IP address again, 201.100. So it will be 201.100. And if I press here, see what type of information I am getting. So right now I'm using the tool on my metasploitable and see what type of information I will get. See, now I will get some type of information about this device. So who is basically trying to guess? So see, who is 192? Who is data service to subject the term of use if you use an infrastructure net range? So I think I don't get any type of information because there is, just give me a second, my internet was disconnected, or just give me a second. I'll check it again. Just give me a second. I want to check something first. Just give me a second. I think I'll net discover. Net discover sudo kali. I want to check. I think my IP address is wrong sometimes, so I want to check here if the IP address is right or wrong. And I also want to see what is my, see, I'll get this device. This is my main system. I think my IP address is wrong, right? So why we are getting this type of error? You need to just give me a second. One second, just I'm trying to attack again. 192.168. 168.201. Just give me a second. I'll try to find what type of problem is actually. See, I think the problem is short. Actually, who is not able to give you the whole information about this device. If I try to attack with who is, I'm not able to get the whole information because this is the operating system, and right now who is not able to recognize it. So who is sometime not working. So right now who is not working to give me the specific information about that particular target. For example, if I search here right now the meta-exploitable target, just simply I have typed the IP address 192.168.201.100. So right now who is not able to give me this proper information. It just give me this type of information, which is basically about the you can say the information about the meta-exploitable, where it was created. So right now we are getting information about the information about who created the meta exploitable about the information. So we get these type of information. So basically who is not right now used for us because it was like giving the information about the creation of meta exploitable, which is not any mandatory for us. Because if you are attacking a operating system, you don't need these type of information. You need information like what type of version the website is using, what type of operating system the particular you can say the operating system was using, what type of the operating system using by the machine. So we need to know the metasploitable operating system. We need to know the functions of the metasploitable. We know these type of information. We don't know who created metasploitable because this information is not give us too much information because this is not helpful for us to attacking a target. For example, let me show you, just let me just tell you with an example. Just open my notepad. See what happening here. Let me tell you again. See, uh, what actually happening here? Who is basically give you the information about the creation or where it was created? Who is giving you the information about the who is that particular person? So if you get information about who is the laptop, you will get that laptop is created at a particular place and company name and different thing. And this is not useful for us to hack a device. But this is useful in a case of a website because if you know that who is hosting a particular website, like you know the hosting platform, you know the security of the particular website because there are different hosting companies. Like we all know that GoDaddy hosting security is very high compared to hosting it. So if you know the hosting company, you will identify that the particular website is a strong or low. So who is, if you're scanning a laptop or a host or a computer, at that time it will be not very useful or not give you the most information which you needed. As in starting, which I'm tell you, sometimes the tool did not give you the actual information or more information which you needed. So we use different tools to perform different scans or different attacks. So we get the most information. As we see, who is not give you the specific information, but here just let me clear this, make it the screen bigger. Where what web give us the basic information. Like here see, it gave us that it was right now hosting on Apache 2.2.8. It was giving that the HTTP server was Ubuntu Linux. We get this type of information. Also we get some other information like just just me scan again. So it gives us the basic information like see here. It will give us like it was hosting on Apache 2.28, which giving the server name. We get the country server. We don't get the country. We get the HTTPS server, which is like right now is the Ubuntu Linux. Also we get the version name, which is the server version name where it was hosted Apache 2.2.8, which is Ubuntu. We get the IP. We also get know that there was a PHP using in that particular website in that particular operating system, means the operating system was still also hosting a website which was created in PHP. We get the title, which is Metasploitable Linux 2. We also get the information about the target. We get different other information like WebDAV2 means it was hosting. See, this information tells that this operating system was also hosting a particular, you can say, a website, a local website right now. So that's why we get this type of information like PHP, and here you can see this information. As in forward, we are going to see how we attack websites. So Metasploitable, let me tell you again, Metasploitable also host a website, and we see how we hack a website through this. So that's why we getting information about PHP, because the website was created in PHP. So that's why we getting this information. Basically, these two information tell that Metasploitable contain hosting a website also, and we get some type of different results. So see, where what web gives us the specific result about a particular target. We know what is the target. We know it was using a server. We know it was using a server name Ubuntu Linux. We know the actual server version. We know the title. So we know basic information about our target. Where who is not able to give us the more information compared to what web. So right now, sir, I'm not getting IPv4 address, only IPv6. It's showing. Karthik, I think where you are. Karthik, you don't choose the bridge adapter. Actually, you don't choose the bridge adapter. See, you don't choose the bridge adapter. That's why you're getting this. First of all, choose the bridge adapter, please. You don't choose the bridge adapter. You'll get the VirtualBox IP. You don't get the actual IP. First of all, choose the IP address, choose the bridge adapter, and then restart it again. You can get also IP address from this command. There's no any problem. I connected to bridge only server. Just try this command, then ifconfig /all. Try this command. Karthik. Everyone in meeting. Try this command, Karthik. Maybe this command will solve your problem. ifconfig all. Try this command. ifconfig all. ifconfig -all. Try this command. Sir, my what web is showing error. See, what web is showing error because there is network issue. This is due to network issue, and sometimes the tools was not working properly. So there is no any problem. Sometimes the tools is not working properly, so there is no any problem. It was done due to some problematic things, so you don't need to worry about. Sometimes the tools give you the best result. Sometimes the tools don't give you the best result. This is happening because sometimes the tools was not working. Sometimes there was a network problem and different other things. That's why these things are happening. Right now we get some type of information, but we need more information. So what we do, see, there is one more tool which was used for information gathering, and which is one of the most popular tool which was used for information gathering, which is nmap. If I using nmap and I just simply type the IP address, or you can say I want to search information about xlr.com. Again, we go to the xlr.com. First we see the website, then we see the metasploitable. So if I simply type nmap xlr.com, xlr.com, see this time what type of result we are getting. So real right now we are getting not any single type of response, because we are scanning xlr.com, we are sending some requests. So nmap is basically not actually scanning. It was not just scanning or give you the open information. It was making a connection to the particular website. Remember in yesterday class what I tell you, just open my network. We use different protocols. So nmap also use a protocol to, first of all, it will connect to a particular device. Like here you can see we need to connect. You can see nmap uses this use service, FTP TCP service. Nmap uses this TCP service to connect it here. So right now what nmap actually doing, nmap is just not going to scan the website. Nmap just right now try to connect with XLR and give us the more information about xlr.com. But XLR is currently blocking the Nmap because XLR.com knows that Nmap was a tool which was used for scanning networks or website to find vulnerability, and it was also used for hacking websites. So it's just simply blocking the Nmap scans, or the firewall just know that this scan may cause some problem. That's why the firewall was blocking. But there are different ways we can bypass or spoof that particular thing, which we are going to see in early classes. And also we are going to see some dummy websites because it was not legal to perform particular attacks or scans on any authentic website. So we are going to use on this dummy website. We are not going to perform it on any authentic website because it was illegal. And we see how we can perform a scan and how we can secure a particular target. Right now I am going to perform the same scan with the metasploitable IP. So if I type the IP address of metasploitable, which is 192.168.201.100, and if I press here enter, I think my internet was problem. There's a problem in my internet. Let me just see. Just give me time. I think my Metasploit is not running. Ping 80.80 dot ping 80.80.80.80 and enter. I think my Metasploit was not using the data. That's why we are facing this type of problem. Just give me a second. Is my voice clear to all of you right now? I think my net. I don't know why, but my Metasploit is right now not working properly. Just give me a second. I will check it. There's a network problem. Right now it was working. Just give me a second. Which is I think I'm using. No. I don't. Actually, what happened? Cancel. Just give me a second. I want to know the IP address. Just give me a second. I want to close this tab. 201.100. So right now I think this is the IP address of Metasploitable. Just let me scan. Just open it another time. Just do it again. And map 192.168.201.100. Right now I want to scan scatting nmap edit host tuned off. It's really up blocking things strap P and N. Right now I think my network has some problem. That's why I'm not able to scan this. Just give me a second. I want to check. I want to restart it. So just give me a second. I think my Linux does not have giving me the response. Google.com. No, it was written properly. I want to do it again. Just give me a time. I think I'm facing a problem. Wait a second. What is happening here? Just give me a second. I want to try again. I think there's a problem in my network. That's why the scan was not going to completely done. See, right now, I think this scan was done right here, right now. There's a problem. That's why I'm not able to scan things. Right now, you see, we get some type of information, but we don't need actually this information. We need information like this. So right now, I want to know the information about my Metasploitable. Just make me clear my screen again. And I want to know what type of operating system is the Metasploitable. For example, if you are trying to hack a system, or you are trying to hack a laptop, or you are trying to hack a particular PC. So first of the information you want to know about what type of operating system is that particular system has. So how we can get the information about the operating system? How we know that what type of operating system is that particular system was using? So we using nmap to get some type of this information. We using a command like nmap, then we specify a function O which give you the information about operating system, means what type of operating system the particular target was using. Then just give the IP address of the target, which is 192.168.201.100. And if I enter here right now, TCP fingerprint, he did say it is a TCP IP fingerprinting scan for OS scan. Root requires root privileges. So I need to request root privileges. See, there are two ways to perform this scan. First, either I will put a sudo at the start. Either I will put a sudo at the start, sudo, and then use the same command nmap, then slash capital O, then IP address, which is 192.168. Sorry, .201.100. Or either I will perform another thing. I'll just simply press here and I will press the password and it will start scanning. Either I will do this or I will do something like this. I'll just click on here and I will click on here root terminal emitter and I'll just put my password here and I will enter to a root terminal. Now if I try to perform any command here, I don't get any type of error. It will already perform anytime. So I don't need to write sudo every time. But if I'm doing this in a normal emulator, then every time if I want to perform some commands which was root privileges, then I should enter sudo and then my password. See here, right now I'm using a command sudo nmap slash o, which is used to specify operating system of a particular target. So don't confuse about this thing. We are going to see, but right now we are going to see what is the most important thing is this information which we get. Right now you see we get the information, we get the MAC address of the particular operating system, which says that is the Oracle VirtualBox INC. Means this MAC address tells that the particular operating system was actually not a physical device, it was a virtual device, because here we see Oracle VirtualBox Virtual NIC, means the MAC address is registered with Oracle VirtualBox. And if you see a MAC address which is associated with a VirtualBox, you just to understand that the particular system which you are going to hack was simply in a VirtualBox, not on a physical device. The second thing we get is the device type general purpose. We are seeing that it is Linux 2.6. We get the accurate version. Just we don't get the last thing. And in further, we are going to see how we bypass this security and find the accurate version. We get the operating system information, which is Linux kernel 2.6. Remember, we download the Metasploitable 2. We download the Metasploitable 2. We get the OS information, which we get that it was between Linux 2.6.9 to 2.6.33. We get also this information. So we get these type of information which is very crucial for any device to hack. If you want to hack any devices and if you get these type of information, this is very critical, because if open source information was like this, you just simply go on Google and type exploit Linux 2.6.9 and you get different type of exploiting way how you can hack that particular thing. So this is the basic and most you can say most informatic information about a particular target, about operating system of a thing. So I think everyone now understand how you can find what type of operating system a particular target was using. Does anyone have any doubt? Does NMAP scanning is scanning XLR in my OS? Yeah, it was scanning in your OS. See, I think I'm giving you a chart sheet. You should practice the chart sheet also. Chart sheet of Nmap scans, which can you practice. There are different Nmap scans. I want all of you to also study or a little bit study about Nmap. So just simply type Nmap, then type help. And if you press here, you can see the whole module of Nmap, how Nmap is working. See, Nmap is a little bit different to the other open source information gathering tool, where other open source information gathering tool does not make a complete connection. It just simply go to a website and is scanning. Nmap has different ways. For example, Nmap makes a TCP connection. Nmap just go to the website and search for everything. Sometimes it was also used for performing DOS attack, because there are some tools which was using for performing DOS attacks using Nmap. We send the request but we not accept the request. Actually, there is a command slash S and capital S. Remember, in Nmap, this is a SYN scan, and this simply SYN scan means we send the request, and when we get the acknowledgement, we just drop. We just only send the requestment to the server, and when the server send us the acknowledgement, we drop. So the server never know that we are going to connect it. So we just send the request and we drop it. So we also use Nmap to perform DOS attack, but it was very difficult to perform because Nmap sent limited, you can say, requests. So actually, it does not able to perform, but there are some way we can use to perform DOS attack through Nmap. So we can see we have different things in Nmaps like C. We have some basic things, target specification like you can say I give an input file, you can give number of hosts. For example, you want to scan a variety of numbers. For example, you are in an office, or suppose you are a cybersecurity expert, or you are hired by a compute company, and the company wants to know that all the computers which in the company was secure or not. So you are not going to every laptop and run the nmap scan. Am I right? This is very time taking. So what you just simply do, you see that the particular network start from 192.168.0.1 to 255. All the networks was in this was ranged from 1 to 255, and you know there are 70 computers. So you just type like this 192.168.0.1 and then where you can just simply give the range. From this range to this range you want to scan all the system. So it just simply all the scan all the computers in between this range and give you the information about all devices. So you don't need to go to every specified computer, you just find all the information in a single computer. Also, if you want to give a specimen about a website, Nmap, remember, Nmap is not only used for scanning a simple laptops or host device, it was also used for scanning website. So if you want to scan multiple hosts, for example, host 1, then you give host 2, host 3, exclude as many hosts you want to give. After we have host discovery, means we want to discover that a particular host is available or not. We have different type of scans like SL, which is a light scan, list scan. Then we have SN scan, which is disable port scan. Then we have PN, that describes host discovery. Then we have PS, PA, PU, PY, which is basically SYN-ACK scan, UDP or script discovery scan. Then we have PO protocol ring scan, and we have different type of scan. Then the second thing is the scan techniques. Remember, why am I telling you Nmap so much? See, Nmap is one of the most important and one of the most important tool which is used in information gathering, vulnerability assessment, and also sometimes it was used in exploitation. This alone tool can able to hack a particular system or software without using any other tool. So you need to make yourself master in this tool. Also, the best thing about this tool is this is free of cost. You don't need to give any rupees to use this tool. You can get any information about this tool. Also, if you make yourself expert in nmap, you are able to hack anything just by using this tool, because this tool is enough to hack anything, and this is one of the most popular and one of the most powerful tools in linux operating system. See, we have some scan techniques like SS, SD, SA, SW, SMP. There are different scan techniques we use for different type of scans. Like SS, just send the request, do not accept. Where SD, send the request and accept it. Where SA, just send request it, accept it, and make acknowledgement. Means it will make a complete connection, it will make a half connection, and it will just send the request and does not respond. So these are three connections, and they are three different aspects. SS give you the less output, where ST give you the more output, and SA give you the more and more best output, because SA makes a complete connection. And also, if you perform these three scans, the possibility of getting caught was very high in SA, because here we have highest connection, here we have mid connection, and here we have less connection. So if you are using an SS scan, at that time we are not able to caught up. For example, if you are a forensic analyst or a cybersecurity engineer or cybersecurity place, and you want to uh, find a hacker, how do you find? You don't want that the hacker know your location, and the hacker does not know that you are finding him. So you use the scans techniques, which does not allow the hacker to see you. That's why we use these techniques. I think everyone is now able to understand what is this techniques. Now we have this type of again thing SU, which is used for UDP scan. Remember, this is used for UDP scan, and this scans were used for TCP. Remember, these all used for TCP scan means the request which was coming from server to a device. Where this is UDP scan, which is used for scanning real life applications. Means this scan was basically used for performing on which applications which have live perform telecommunications, like on Hotstar, on Geo.com, or different live applications which perform data on real time. We have other different type of scans. Also, we have port specification. Remember, there are total 65,535 ports on internet. So if you scan every port, it will take so much time. So sometimes we specify port that we want to scan 100 ports, we want to scan 1000 ports, we want to scan 2000 ports. So we specify ports. So this is port specification and scan order, in which order we want to scan, or in which order we want to scan the ports. we start from first to last or last to first, or we want a specific number, then this is the service version detection. Also, this was also one of the most important commands you need to know. These commands are very important because these commands are basically the commands which was used for performing or finding vulnerability on a particular target. So you need to remember these commands. Their version intensity in Linux, which will be goes from light to high, which will be a easy, medium, and high. This command used for finding versions which tell you the which version is the computer using. For example, if you are using a particular software or particular protocol, it will tell you the which version of that particular protocol you are using. Sometimes if you find a version, then you are also able to find the exploits or vulnerability, because just simply if you go on Google and search vulnerability for a particular version, you will get the vulnerability. Let me just give you an example like this. If I open here, uh, just give me the second thing. If I open here and if I type here, like, just give me a second, and I'm going to type this. Just give me a second. For example, if you want to find any vulnerability, for example, if I want to find VSFTPDC, this is a version which was used by the TCP protocol for transferring messages from one laptop to another FTP. Sorry, it was used by the FTP or TCP protocol. I'm not remembering. Just understand this is a version which was used for transferring messages from one laptop to another laptop. So if I want to find vulnerability, I just simply choose here VSTP 2.3.4 exploit, and I just simply write here, is this version exploit or not? Is this version is exploitable or not? Is exploitable or not? If you type just simply here on Google, you will get the whole information that this version is exploitable or it was not. See, we get this some type of information like VSTD has a serious backdoor vulnerability allowing attackers to execute arbitrary command on server with root level access. Means this particular version has vulnerabilities which can cause a hacker to simply access your system by sitting someone else in the world. So we see if you find a particular version, you are also able to find the vulnerability very easily. So the main target is to find versions of a particular system. If we are hacking a system or a server or anything, the most important thing we need to get is the version information. What type of the version is a particular thing is using and how many versions they are using. If they are using 20 services, we need to know every service version. We need to know every service version. If it was using TCP, we need to know what type of version of TCP it was using. We need to know that if this tap is vulnerable or not. This is how we perform ethical hacking. So you also need to find every particular version. So you also need to understand about this. After that, we have script scans. This is also important scans, which is basically used for exploitation. See, what I'm telling you, Nmap is alone a tool which is able to perform information gathering, vulnerability assessment, and also exploitation. So, a script scan is basically used on websites to perform scripts to get information from database. If you get information from database, it is simply known as hacking. So it will also perform a script scan, which we are going to again see in futures, where we use different script to get different type of information. After that, we get the OS scan, which we just suddenly use to get the information about the operating system. After that, we have timing and performance, which is just basically used for timing and increasing the performance. After that, this is again the important thing, which is firewall and IDS evasion smooth. Remember, when we are scanning XLR just blocking our request. So we use these type of functions to block these techniques. We use different combinations to perform these attacks and try to block or try to forget and try to bypass the firewalls of a particular network. So these are the basic these scans, and these are output mess, which is not very useful. The main thing is the firewalls and the script scans, and the service version is the main and the scan techniques. These four techniques are the most important, and you need to write or understand and learn about these techniques. So I hope in the next classes you all study about these techniques. Also, I want to tell you about Go and find different ethical hacking tools like information gathering tools and try to use it. Like use OceanGram for getting information about social IDs. You use different tools for getting information about Google's and different other things. Just try it more and more and you get used to these tools. If you try more and more, you will get to used to tools, how to use these tools and how you can perform information gathering. Remember, information gathering is very important and we need to perform very well. In the next classes, we are going to see how we get IP address of a particular target. Right now, we are going to see how we stole IP addresses, how we get IP addresses from a particular person, and how a IP address is very vulnerable to a person. If someone gets IP address and he have the knowledge, what he can able to do with the IP address, and how we can protect ourselves from the hackers or the attackers, and how we can protect the organization from these. My head is full of info, right? John the Ripper is basically a tool which is used for password breaking. It is like a brute force tool, which is used for breaking the password, which is one of the most popular tools. See, ethical hacking is one of the most craziest thing. Your head is now still full of information. I think everyone has. Does anyone have any else doubt? So we can find. See, this is not. See what I'm telling you. Do these things for purpose like you know not need to do these things. You are not able to find private accounts. No, this is the SDA classes is only from Monday to Friday. The next classes will be on Monday, and on Monday we are going to see how we get more information, how we get someone else IP, what we can do from IP addresses, and different other things. Is there any, sir, what is mean by voice modulation hacking and how we can hack any password like with Wi-Fi? See, we are going to see these all things in future in next classes. If I'm telling you right now, this topic is very big and it will take like 20 to 50 minutes. And also, first of all, you need to understand the basics. You need to understand the first concepts of password hacking. First of all, you need to understand the theory of the password hacking. You need to understand how actually this happened. Then you need to understand how this actually happened. What is voice modulation? After that, you need to understand what is voice modulation, and then you understand how we can Wi-Fi hack Wi-Fi password. See, Wi-Fi password hacking is very easy. This is not tough. This is very easy. Good answer. Does anyone have any else question? Have a good night. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. As you informed already, so students, tomorrow and day after tomorrow, I mean Saturday and Sunday, we don't have a session. We are again meeting on Monday. Okay, we'll meet again on Monday at 7 p.m. Thank you all. Thank you for joining the session. Thank you, sir. Good night.
Good night.